Welcome back. BS limiting belief number 3. I am not smart enough or I'm dumb. Whichever one you may believe. Same feeling, different wording. So first off, if you believe this about yourself, I want to say I am sorry that somewhere you picked that up or somebody told you that. Here is the thing. We come into this world as perfect little babies, right? Nobody would ever look at that baby and go, God, it's dumb. It just lays there. Or that toddler trying to walk. Oh my gosh, it fell. It can't figure out walking in one day. It is so dumb. But unfortunately, as we get a little bit older, we start to bump into other people and have experiences with other people. And unfortunately, things are said to us. So here's one of the main ones where this may have been picked up. I am dumb. Well, we go to school as little individuals and we have bright, open, fresh minds. And then we're put in the hands of teachers. And we have many teachers, 12 teachers, multiple teachers throughout our grade school, high school, and then into college and university if we go there. That is a lot of people, a lot of interactions, a lot of subjects we're learning, and unfortunately, a lot of classmates. And we have friends and family. So the perfect little baby and toddler and child that we are, unfortunately, goes through life and starts listening to other individuals that we love and respect and look up to. And we start to take what they say as gospel. So let's think of it this way. Let's say you are in elementary school and you're really struggling with math. And heaven forbid the teacher should say something damaging, which happens because they're just people too. Just because they're teachers doesn't mean they're Buddha or Jesus. They're just a person with their flaws and opinions and massive flaws, just like anybody, right? Or you are sent home with another F on your English test. And then heaven forbid one of your parents say something. Or you're in class and you're reading out loud, or you go up to the chalkboard, and you got to do an equation. As a young individual, you're very vulnerable to outside opinion, and it's such a tender age, and there's so many experiences where you're learning and growing, and there's so many opportunities for damaging thoughts, damaging things to be said, and damaging beliefs to be picked up. So let's say you're bad at math. Prime example, I was bad at math. I thought I was dumb, stupid. I was good in the other subjects. I was just not gifted in math. And I started to take on the belief that I was dumb when it came to math. I couldn't do math. And I had teachers say stuff, and I had different individuals say stuff. And then you, as an individual that look up to these teachers and family members, you go, well, if they say I'm dumb, I must be dumb. And if you start to think you're dumb and you can't do math, what you tell your brain, then your brain goes, your wish is my command. If you think you're dumb at math, we're going to just think you're dumb at math and we're not going to improve. So unfortunately, we have so many situations in life as a young individual to bump into people and their flaws and their opinions. Unfortunately, like I said, just because individuals are parents, teachers, lawyers, doctors, grandmas, doesn't mean they're enlightened or Buddha or somebody very smart. They're just individuals that grew up and they're doing a job. If they're a professor, they were very good at book stuff. They got that job, but they might be horrible at dealing with people and say damaging things. Not only that, as a young child, an adolescent, an adult, we forget that every interaction we have with individuals, we're bumping up against them and their being, their thoughts, their opinions, their insecurities, their limiting beliefs, their inability to filter their thoughts. So if you have a teacher that can't control their mouth, and maybe they have a temper, maybe they were told that they were stupid as a kid and worked really hard, went to university, became a teacher, and then now they haven't mastered that baggage. They brought that cart of bags, the baggage, with them into their classroom. And if they don't have a filter on their mouth, they're human beings, they might unfortunately continue to say those damaging things to their students. And what a vicious cycle. They might not even say it, but they're humans. Do they roll their eyes? Do they act unfriendly? Just because they are in a position of authority doesn't mean they should be taken as the gospel truth. And the worst part, I'm ragging on the school system because that is what forms us as adolescents and adults. And whatever happens here is the baggage we take into adulthood. So just because you got an F here doesn't mean you're a failure in every subject or that subject. It was one time. It was one math exam. Did you pass another one? There you go. You're not a failure. You're not an F. That was one situation in time. Did you get a really bad report card from teachers? Did the students say that you're a loser and you're never going to amount to anything? Don't forget, that's their opinion. That's their garbage. Only you can decide what you will do with your life. And the only way that that can affect you is if you let it, right? Nobody can make you feel insecure without your own permission. That was one of the most important things I learned. So if you got an F in school, you failed this, teacher said you wouldn't amount to anything. That's an opinion, an occasion, a very flawed opinion. Who did that come from? What was it about? That was a tiny situation. That's not a judgment on you and your potential and what you can accomplish in life. You know what? Sometimes I think we're born perfect without those bags, the baggage. And then as we go through every grade school and deal with kids and bosses and stuff that is just not meant for us. And also on the flip side, it's learning. We're not going to be good. We're going to fail. We're going to make mistakes. But then we take that as a judgment. So as we do life and learn and bump into other people who are dealing with their lifing, we start to form these stories. When a bag comes on your trolley, think of it at the airport. You know those little carts that bring the other cart with all the baggage? I think every year that we go through life, every situation, we add a new bag, a new judgment that sits up here, and we let it determine our future. Where really we just need to take the hitch pin and then unhitch that and go, okay, that's garbage. That's the past. That was learning. That's other people's opinions. It's not a judgment. It's not my potential. We're just going to unpin that and leave that whole darn cart there. We don't need to go through every bag and unpack it. Maybe we do. Go through every bag, unpack it, realize it's garbage. You don't need that stuff. Take the pin, detach from that baggage cart, and go forward. Because here's the thing, if you think you're not smart enough or dumb, and you get rid of all that baggage, at the end of the day, everything in life is knowledge. It's a skill. And with the internet, now more than ever, you can learn anything you want to. And the only person standing in your way is you. So don't let past thoughts, actions, judgments, opinions that you're not smart enough, that you're dumb. Because at the end of the day, everybody is created equally. We all have our own gifts, and that's okay. That helps us guide us to where we need to go, where we're naturally gifted towards. But at the end of the day, the knowledge is all out there. Get on your phone, get on the laptop, search what you need to know. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is you. One of my favorite expressions is life is you against you. That's the only one that can stop you. If you think you're not good enough, you're dumb, you're going to continue to think that way, act that way, and be paralyzed. Realize it's you against you, and you have the ability to learn and do anything you want to do and build the life of your dreams. So you are definitely smart enough. You are not dumb. You are powerful. And if nobody has told you that, you have all the power in the world to accomplish your dreams. Remember that.